Hello, Merry Christmas, and welcome back to my channel. This week happens to be Christmas, and I made another dress for my daughter to wear. I found this image online, and I'm using this as my reference image for this dress. I bought a few yards of this silky green material, and I did buy two different kinds of Christmas cotton. I just wasn't sure which one I was going to use. I did end up using the striped fabric for the underdress, and it's going to be a faux underdress. And to get the pattern I needed, I just used masking tape and saran wrap around my mannequin and drew out the shapes that I wanted. And for the lining of this dress, I had this extra green material that I had from the Winifred costume that I used as lining. And this dress does consist of bell sleeves and a hood. So here I'm cutting the lining of the hood and then the lining and the sleeve material for the bell sleeves. Now it's time to go ahead and sew up the side seams and the shoulder seams. There is going to be two slits in the front of the dress to show off the under panel. So here I'm just sewing up the lining of the dress. On the front of the dress, there is red velvet trim. I bought 3-inch wide red velvet ribbon to use as this trim. And it is attached to the neckline and on the sides of the slits in the front of the dress. And it is wired, so when I measure out how much I need, I do pull the wires out of the sides of the ribbon. And the front of the dress also has a faux corset lacing, and I used this very fine, simple, thin gold ribbon to create that. This dress does have a zipper in the back, however, I forgot it had a hood on it, and so I had to make the hood detachable to allow the zipper to go up and down, or else she wouldn't have been able to get her head through the opening in the back. And to secure the gold ribbon, I just went ahead and did a stitch along the side of the bodice. And on each side of the front panel of the bodice, there is red ribbon that goes from the shoulder seam all the way down to the bottom of the skirt. And here I'm just attaching that ribbon. I do end up folding over those edges and top stitching all the red ribbon down. I was having problems with my tripod moving on me. I think I had a demon in the house. And so I did not get footage of that doing that. And here I'm just measuring out how wide I want this ribbon to be and folding over the unsewn edge. With the front panel decorations all done, I go ahead and stitch up the shoulder seams and the side seams. For the faux underdress, it's just a panel of this striped Christmas material that I lined with the green material, and then I attached it to the back side of the green material so it does show in the front. I do attach that Christmas panel to its own lining, and then I attach that entire piece to the wrong side of the lining of the main dress, so that way the Christmas fabric will be seen from under the dress and it will make it look like there's a faux skirt underneath. And I know this is out of frame, I did not realize it, but this is when the demon got a hold of the tripod and started moving my camera. But what I'm doing here is actually attaching more red velvet to the shoulder seams to hide the raw edges of the red ribbon that's going across the neckline. For the hood, it's just a basic hood. I sewed up the back seam of the hood, and then I attached fur trim to the outside of it. And when I started putting this together, this is when I realized that I was not going to be able to attach the hood to the dress. And once the fur was sewn on, I attached the lining to the hood. I did right sides to right sides, and that way I hid the edging of the fur. For the detachable hood, I did add red ribbon to the bottom part of the hood, and I used sew-on snaps for the attachments. For the sleeves, I just sewed up the seam and attached it to the dress. I also added fur trim to the edge of the sleeves too, just like I did the hood. I did have to clip the sleeves down because I usually sew after my daughter goes to bed, and I just make them long enough because it's easier to cut off than it is to add. With the fur trim attached, I go ahead and attach it to my dress. And here's the final dress. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next week. And have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And I will be taking the next few weeks off, so I will not be back until the week of the 11th. See you next year.